on the mini ramp here in Ballycatua. Just so you see, this is at the Secret Skate Garden Cafe, Secret Garden Skate Cafe here in Ballycatua, just the top of the hill before you come into town. And I'll do a little promotion for the location and offering free classes for the kids here for skateboarding, as well as just getting people to enjoy the place. Starting to do some yoga classes here now. So hopefully this will be a more regular occurrence. And I'm inviting people that I meet that look like they could use a bit of yoga or enjoy a bit of yoga being shared just on a free basis or donation basis, really, for the crowdfunder that we're trying to do for making this skate park more skatable for a greater number of kids by adding some flat area. So effort and motivation behind all this is just to give the kids here in the local Sri Lankan community a new activity, a new sport, a sport with Olympic potential. And so that's enough of my monologue for now. Let's go over and do some yoga. We'll go over to the mat and start with just a seated position here. So you see I have a yoga block. What I normally do is, for seated positions, I like to make an adaptation to the gracious pose. So you start off in Thunderbolt, knees together, heels together, and separating the knees, just slide the block back here, just at the base of the spine. Raise the arms up to the sky. This is called gracious pose. As long as the block's there just on the base of the spine, you get really nice verticality and good breath. So let's raise our arms up to the sky. Deep inhale breath here. Activating the articulations, tickling the clouds, so to speak. And then drop the hands off to the side. Move the fingers like a piano player, one direction, and then the other. A lot of this techniques or practices come from a series called Muktasana, which is sort of a series of brancha hatha. It focuses on longevity of life and keeping everything working in the body. Now we'll take the fingertips, drop them here on the shoulders. Nice rotations, coming forward. Deep inhale breath, matching the movement with the breath, closing the eyes, sending the breath there that's getting the activation. So as you're coming up with the top of the circle, inhale, you're going down, exhale. And pause at the top, go back the other way. Drop your hands on your knees. And from here, just raise the arms out in front of us. Do something nice for the wrists. Bringing the fingers of the hand, the whole thing up in the inhale breath. And then pushing the hand down, open that wrist, exhale breath. A few more times at your own pace with the breath. And then take the hands together, wrist rolls I call these, just rolling the tops of the wrists, bring the fingers towards you, add the breath. So as you're going away, exhale, so bring the hand in towards you, inhale. And pause, coming back the other way. So inhale coming towards you, exhale going out. Don't worry if you're looking for sun salutations and something a little bit more active. This is the warm-up or the starting point of the sequence. I like to do some gentle movements, especially in the morning. And then we'll do some things. Tabletop pose, sun salutations, a little bit more vinyasa style. So now raise your arms up to the sky. One more time. This time, something again for the shoulders, cow face pose. Now, if you don't have a strap or cloth, you might want to consider grabbing one for this if your hands don't touch. But it's a nice shoulder opener. You can still do it without, but it's better if you can have the hands getting contact somehow. So drop one hand here, take the other one, swing it out and around, shoot the hand up the middle of the spine. and capturing the fingers or the wrist, wherever you are. And the progression on this, keep the chin raised for the elevation of a good breath. Then just pull the elbows back, using that hand that's in the center of the shoulders. It's a nice firm spot. Release any tension there, and just get a little suppleness into this area here. The morning practice. Staying here for a couple breaths. And again, if you are using a strap or tie, progression can also just be inching or sliding the hands closer together. And now exhale, release. Let's shake it off, as I say. So flicking the fingers a little bit, get the circulation going back in the tips, the fingers. And now raise your left arm up as high as you can, drop it in the center point, then swing your right arm out and around, shoot it up the back of the spine. You need to wiggle a little bit the hands, get them to touch, catch the fingers, wrist, and then with a deep belly breath, keeping the chin raised and letting the shoulders release any tension there. Releasing any tension from the shoulders with the exhale breath. Remember, with yoga, you want to go for where you're feeling some activation, some movement, and still maintain the yoga smile. And you'll notice how you close the eyes for most of these poses or techniques. And the idea is you can create that internal awareness, send the breath to the area that's being activated, get a lot of more benefit out of each pose and practice that we're doing here today. And now release. Hands out in front, flicking the fingers again. And now remove the block, put it to one side, and come over into tabletop. So we'll start off the day like a tiger with tiger pose. So lifting your left knee, tucking your chin down, inhale breath, and synchronizing here, pushing that foot all the way back. Exhale. Really get the contraction. This is great for the abdomen and the legs. And then just coming back, continuing at your own pace with the breath. And the other side, bring the knee up, inhale breath, and exhale, pushing that foot back, pressing into the palms, lifting the head high, gaze is forward, and then again, bringing the knee back, inhale breath, and just continue matching the movement with the breath. And then release, drop the knees to the mat. We'll go for child's pose here. So just a little reset for the shoulders and back. Want to go with the knees hip width distance at the edges of the mat. Gets a little bit more activation that way in the hips. If you don't touch the mat, use the block for your forehead. Sit all the way back, so heels of the feet first, and raise your arms up to the sky. Inhale, breath, and exhale. Just let yourself forward. Again, if you're not touching the mat with the head, just use the block. Make sure you have full contact here with the mat. Get the complete extension and relaxation of this pose. This is a reset pose, child's pose. And We'll just stay here for a couple breaths. Yeah, coming up. Tabletop. And we'll bring the knees together here. Get yourself now ready for some down dog sun salutations. So curl your toes and pushing back all the way. Drop those heels to the mat or as close as you can get them. Pushing with the force into the palms. Dropping the head between the arms and shoulders. Lifting the hips. And when you're ready here, pedaling or walking the dog. Lifting one heel at a time. Get the extension of the calves there. And pushing the heels back again. Dropping the head a little bit further. And then looking between the hands. Bending the knees and just stepping between the hands. Raise the arms up to the sky. Deep inhale breath. Like challenge yourself a little bit here. Lift the heels. Go for the extra extension. Open the toes. Coming back down. Capture the elbows in the hand. Keep the knees, legs as straight as possible, feet together. Then just drop yourself forward with the exhale breath. Gently releasing any tension there in the backs of the legs. Drop the hands to the mat. Keep bending the knees until you get your hands completely flat. Protect the wrist. And we'll go down to chaturanga here. Going down. Keep the elbows in close to the ribs. Don't touch the mat. Challenge yourself here for a moment. And go up onto the tops of the feet. Deep inhale breath. Up dog. Keep the knees off the mat if you can. Bring the shoulder blades back together. Lifting the chin high. Gaze upwards. And now curling the toes. Pushing back. Down dog. And again. Pushing with the force into the palms of the hands. Lifting the heels here one more time. And now we'll go into three-legged dog. So lifting left foot up as high as you can. Keep the hips in line. Really giving extra force to that foot that's still on the mat. The calf. Push back. Lift the hips higher. Get the extension. And now when you're ready, let's go for a hip opener here. So looking over to your left bicep as your left leg is stacking the hips and opening up behind you, slightly bent. And again, getting even more extension on that calf, keeping both arms as straight as possible here. Really pushing in the palms, giving that force, that energy there. While at the same time, relaxing that hip and the leg. It's curled over to one side. Release, coming back down. Push both heels back. Get the extension. Walk the doggy in one more time, pedaling the heels. And then when you're ready, three-legged dog. Lift up your right leg. Keep the left leg on the mat. Trying to drill that heel into the mat if it's not already there. Deep belly breath. Keeping the hips in line. And now, when you're ready, just turning over, looking at your right bicep, keeping both arms straight, stacking the hips, curling or bending that leg behind you. Getting the extra extension there on the calf as well, the foot that's on the floor. And just staying here for a few breaths, enjoying. And then come back down. Dropping the foot to the mat. Pushing both heels back again. Maybe you find your forehead gets a little bit close to the mat. Raising the hips and looking forward. Deep inhale, breath. Raise the arms up to the sky. Now drop our hands down to the side here for mountain pose. Grounding pose for a moment. Enjoying the morning sun. Feet are together. Palm breath. Shins parallel to the mat, the floor. Now we'll go for a gentle standing twist. So raise the arms up to the sky. Deep inhale, breath. Drop your right hand. Separate the feet a little bit here. Drop your right hand on the shoulder. Left hand wraps around, catches the side of the waist with the top of the hand. And then with the exhale breath, just pushing yourself back, looking over your shoulder. Get the extension, the opening of the lower back and the shoulders here. Use what I call gentle insistence with the 2 points of contact. See how much extra space you can find there. Inhale, coming back up to center. Extending, getting some verticality in the spine before going to the other side. Move those fingers again one more time. And then drop the left hand, top of the right shoulder. Other hand wrapping around top of the waist. And again, just pushing back as far as you can. Maybe after the next exhale breath, you find a little bit more space. You can go a little bit further. Enjoy it. Go for it. Just keep your feet steady there on the mat. And then coming back. Raise your arms to the sky. And just drop yourself forward. This time, not catching the elbows. Just exhale breath. Gently fall forward as far as you can. Now, if you're feeling flexible, you go a little bit further with this. If you're just where you are, you're comfortable, stay there. If you have to get contact with the hand, with the feet, the shins, wherever you can reach, you don't want to have the hands dangling. Now, if you are on the mat with the hands, let's turn the fingers back, drop down the palms, go a little bit further, get the extension there on the backs of the legs. And then bending the knees, coming up, inhale breath. And one more time, we'll go down and go for one more leg extension here, forward bend, using sort of an Ashtanga style. So exhale breath, drop the hands down, tuck the belly, on down to the mat, fingertips here on the mat. And then, or if you're not reaching the mat, also works here in the shins and the knees. So lifting up, inhale breath, filling the belly with air. Bend the elbows, exhale breath. Let the head fall down there towards the feet, towards the mat. Feel the extension there, and then just keep going a few more times with the breath. Lifting up, inhale. Up and straighten the arms, and then exhale. Down. Find a little bit more space in the back of the legs. Maybe finding the crown of the head, going a little close to the mat. One more time. And now when you're ready, drop the hands to the mat. And completely flat for chaturanga. We'll go for 8 limb chaturanga this time. So dropping down, knees, chest, chin, microphone. Hopefully it's still working. So slide out in the Sphinx. So bring the fingertips to the edge of the mat, elbows tucked into the side here. Deep inhale breath. Now, if you're feeling really flexible in the spine, you can also do this from Cobra pose. So it would just mean lowering back down, bringing the hands a little bit further down, arms completely straight. But if you go for this one, just make sure your hips are there, still touching the mat. What we're going to do now is twist. So say in Sphinx if your hips are raised, not touching the mat, or go here for Cobra if you're comfortable. Now add the twist, which is really, really great way to activate the lower back. So exhale breath, turn the head all the way around, keep that head raised, push into the palms. Try to focus your gaze on the opposite foot. So if you're looking over your left shoulder, try to look at your right heel. Stay here for a little while. Enjoy the sensation. And it's really important to have your hips there with contact on the mat to keep this pose safe. Not go too far with it. More deep breath here. And inhale, coming back to center. Exhale off to the other side. And look at that heel of the foot behind you. Pushing into the palms. And the full activation in the lower back. Belly breath here. Inhale and come back to center. Lower yourself down just slowly, slowly, slowly. We'll do a nice counter pose here, child's pose. So bring yourself up to tabletop on the hands and knees. And again, this time, keeping the knees together, sitting back all the way on the heels of the feet. Raise the arms up to the sky. And this time, capture your wrist behind your back, keeping that weight on the lower back, getting ready to release the tension on the lower back. To go down, again, forehead to the mat. If not, use a yoga brick. Really, really important to have contact on the mat here. I'm going to stay here for some breaths. And raising up, inhale breath. And then caption it. Raise the arms up again. Inhale. The double inhale. And then catch the opposite wrist behind you. Bring the shoulders back. And then just let yourself gently with exhale breath. Go forward. Contact to the mat. It's yoga. We gotta do everything with equal parts. So holding one side, then the other. Two forward bends in child pose here. Inhale, coming back up to center. And release. Now we'll come back to tabletop here. And from here, we'll go for some things seated on the mat. So first one, we'll do it in a nice way. Bring your feet together, crossed, and then just sitting back. There you go. So the first one we'll do is a row. So imagine you're rowing a boat. Again, nice way to get the extension here on the lower legs, or backs of the legs, upper and lower. And just using an imaginary dynamic yoga movement of rowing a boat. So raise your arms up high as you can. Deep inhale breath. Then exhale, falling forward like you know, grab some oars. Grab a hold. Pull the elbows back. Flexing the shoulders, forearms, bicep, looking up at the sky. This is on your inhale. Pause for a moment. Let the hands to your side. Now take this opportunity and remove the shirt because the morning sun has suddenly got very hot. So, little wardrobe change position on your boat. move the hoodie. Raise your arms up to the sky. Deep inhale breath. Dropping forward. Exhale. Then digging in, grabbing the oars as far as you can. Flexing the arms, forearms, shoulders, everything. Looking up at the sky. Inhale as you come back. And then release the hands. Calibrate the breath here. And then when you're ready, inhale. Raise your arms up again to the sky. And then exhale. One last time. Almost have the boat to dock. Dropping forward as far as you can. Reaching a little bit more. Grab the oars. Flexing the arms. Pulling back. Inhale breath. We'll go for gentle back bridge or half bridge. Back. So back. Feels in. There's the hips up. Nice. Touch a bit higher. Come out the weight across the tops of the shoulders. Back of the head. Up. Chest. Rocking side to side here. Hug. Over here, let's take advantage and go for a happy baby. So I'm going to go turn to the side, if it's possible, just for the yoga mat. Edge of the ramp here, as it were. So bringing up, you can stay where you are if you're at home there watching the yoga mat without a precipice of a ramp. So just open the toes here, coming out, abductors getting the extension. Remember, it's happy baby, so keep a smile, keep the head on the mat, on the floor, whatever that works for you. Completely flat. Lower back should be as much as possible on the floor here. You're just focusing the activation there on the abductors. A few more breaths here. And when you're ready, bring the feet together and just rocking yourself forward. Opening the feet again. Continuing with a happy baby with the balance part of it. Seated upright. And then if you want to go a little further with this, let's try taking the feet from the outsides. Bottoms of the sole. Straightening those legs as much as we can. And the progression of this is, if you want, bring the feet a little bit, legs a little bit closer, head a little bit closer to the legs. That's a nice balancing pose. Just remember, keep the legs as straight as possible. Don't compromise the activation there in the backs of the legs. Just for the balance. And then dropping down. Carry on with our yoga core building for boat pose. So keep the feet raised, arms out in front. Go for it. Tensing the core. And now swing back around. Feet on the mat. And we'll just bring our feet back, crossing, jumping back into plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Pushing back, down dog. And this time we'll bring our left foot forward between the hands. Dropping down, right knee on the edge of the mat, top of the foot. Coming up for crescent. Deep inhale breath here. Exhale, let your hands down to the mat. Yes, that's right. We're going to go for lizard. So dropping onto your forearms if you can. Get the full extension out of the back of the leg. Really opening there. And once you're comfortable here with the gaze going forward and a calm breath, if you have some space there under the knee, just slide the shoulder under. And yes, that's right. We'll go for flying lizard. Flying lizard has a few variations. This is a nice one right here. If you want to go a little further, tuck in under the toe, lift the knee off the mat. And another variation was shared with me the other day. Wrap the arms around if you like. Catching that wrist. You sort of have a, that's not such a flying lizard, but a wrapped lizard. And then when you're ready, unwrap or replace your hands next to your foot. Drop the knee to the mat. Coming back, tabletop. We'll just take a shortcut here. So pushing back into down dog. All the way, dropping the head to the mat. Deep belly breath. And looking forward between the hands. Right foot this time between the hands. Dropping down on the top of the left knee. Foot. Raise your arms up again to the sky for crescent. And then drop the hands down to the inside of the foot like before. Forward lizard. Imagine the torso going towards the mat. Don't try to hunch the nose or the forehead to the mat. Keep the head raised, gaze forward. Go down to the forearms. You should feel that on the back of the leg. Right there. And then when you're ready, optionally, of course, is the flying lizard. Again, with your space. Slide the shoulder underneath the knee. Open the arms for flying lizard. And then if you want to, get the lift. Knee off the mat. If you're looking forward, and we'll go over version 3.0. Grab the wrist behind you there. While maintaining a lizard smile. Now, here, wherever you are, it's fine. Bring the hands back to center, the inside of the foot. Drop the knee if you have it raised. Come back to tabletop. Pushing back to down dog. And then coming back to tabletop. Now from here, we're going to go for inversions. So, as this is sort of a mixed level class that I'm doing a little variation of everything for all levels, as it were. If you're not going to do much in the way of inversions here, you can follow for the dolphin for sure. But after that, if you prefer, if you're following along here live stream, just lay down, take Shavasana, resting pose, and that's the best thing to do after a nice yoga practice. Always most important pose. Don't skip it. So laying down with the palms facing up and the eyes closed. So here's where we part paths. Some of us go to resting, some of us go upside down. So first thing to do is find your center point, your base, using a forearm stand. This is really kind of my preferred one for headstands. So thumbs coming in, elbows are in. So you have a rectangle there below you. And I've got a dog here. Dogs love yoga mats, by the way. All right. You drop out of the crown of the head, lifting the hips up by just stepping forward. And hopefully this is not going to be a confrontation here. And then just lifting one leg in the air, followed by the other. Never had a dog bark at me doing a headstand till now. Or howl at me. But anyway, I'd like to think it's an admiring dog that wants to join. Tomorrow, instead of up dog, we'll do dog paw stand or something. And now, once you're here with a nice forearm headstand, giving good stability, regardless of dogs barking, open the legs, activating the abductors here. Hmm. What is the problem, doggy? I'm just hanging out. I'm not doing anything to anybody. Yoga's pretty non-aggressive, non-barking activity. Okay. So anyway, from here, barking aside, we'll just attempt to bring our feet together a little bit. Drop one foot behind you, other foot just there on top of the quad. Pressing the foot that's on top of the quad, keeping the hip raised, getting a nice center here. And a calm breath. Well, not getting barked at by the other side of the rib. Anyway, one more time, the other side. Drop the foot behind you. Press the foot on top of the quad. Keeping the hip raised. Remember, no tension in the neck. If you have the alignment just right, with the hips there above the head, you should almost feel weightless. Okay, obviously somebody wants the yoga mat to lay down on. So we'll come out of this just gently, lower the feet here. And remember, after inversions, all on camera, but I encourage everyone to take my yoga mat. What a peaceful place. I wish everybody a great morning, happy practice. Thank you for joining. Namaste. I'll see you again soon. Have a great day. Please subscribe to the Michael Sam's Yoga channel.